Team coverage continues with News 4's Myles Miller in Hoboken. Myles, New Jersey considering drastic measures for the entire state.
That's right. One of the measures that already rolled out here in Hoboken that's going to be announced shortly is the measure to do a curfew here in Hoboken. This is Washington Street. It's usually bustling no matter what night, Monday, Tuesday, Sunday night. But get this, the clock is ticking. In 23 hours, there will be a curfew on these Hoboken streets. But that's not all. Across the state, they're talking about measures that include a full-scale closure of schools across the state. New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy tonight signaling he's one step closer to closing schools across the Garden State. Though he hasn't signaled how long schools will be closed, parents are trying to make sense of what could well be their new normal.
Hopefully my kids are resilient and will figure out a way. It's for everybody's safety, and we're going to figure it out, be as productive as possible.
Also tonight, the governor signaling he's considering a statewide curfew.
We got to be smart and aggressive. And looking at curfews is certainly on the list of intense consideration right now.
The streets of Hoboken tonight a bit quieter ahead of that city's mandatory curfew. No one on the streets between 10 p.m. to 5 a.m. Every bar and restaurant in the city forced to close, a shock to many who showed up for work today.
Give us some time to plan. We already ordered food for the weekend, and now hopefully it doesn't go to waste.
We don't know, when we're going to open, back up, or what's going to happen. Do I look for something else?
The village of Ridgewood is closing all government offices, playgrounds, and recreational sites. They're also urging restaurants to impose an occupancy limit. Montclair is prohibiting gatherings of 250 or more in the township. It's also banning bars and restaurants from serving food or alcohol after 10 p.m. And everyone must pick up their checks and go by then. It's a busy news night in New Jersey, so a couple of headlines here. In Westfield, New Jersey, no foot traffic. Announced tonight, no foot traffic in Westfield, New Jersey downtown. None of the bars, restaurants allowed to do anything but takeout and delivery. We're also told, again, as we've been saying for the past couple of days, the 40,000 people in Teaneck are told to self-quarantine. It's the highest number of coronavirus cases in that area, and that's why officials there are saying to self-quarantine. Lastly, an entire school community in Leonia is now being told to self-quarantine after a staffer there tested positive for the virus. A lot of news tonight. We'll see you again at 11:30. I'm Myles Miller, News 4 New York.
A lot of drastic measures, but medical experts say it's the only way to avoid that surge on the healthcare system.